Where are we?
Checking coordinate impact data.
We have asked you to give up your family, your childhood, your future.
Cortana.
I'm sorry. It's the crash. I'm fine.
Something was wrong even before we left the Dawn.
Chief? Really? I'm fine.
Cortana.
I was put into service 8 years ago.
8 years.
AIs deteriorate after 7, Chief.
Halsey.
Chief.
We need to find Halsey.
Chief, please.
She made you. She can fix you.
I won't recover from rampancy, Chief.
If we can just get back to Earth and find Halsey, she can fix this.
Don't make a girl a promise you can't keep. We need to move.
Alright, hello everybody. This is Llodg. And today we're back with 20 years of Halo. Halo 4 Part 2.
Why?
And we're on Requiem. I've actually never said that word. Requiem, that's what it's called. I was like, it sounds wrong, but I couldn't remember how to pronounce it. Oh, this poor grunt. It's okay, I'll put you out of your misery. But yeah, we now have another, I'll take this. We now have kind of the main plot of this game, and it's trying to get Cortana back to Earth so we can potentially fix her. Because in the books it was always like, AIs deteriorate after 7 years, and it was 4 years since we got her, so, or it's 8 years, which means Reach was 8 years ago. It honestly feels like 8 years since I beat that game, but it's only been like a month. So yeah, we gotta get her to Halsey, because Cortana's actually much different from other AIs. She was made from like the living brain tissue of Dr. Halsey. So we gotta get her there.
I don't think so.
To hopefully fix her.
I'll try to triangulate its position.
Also, I'll be talking over a lot of the text in this game if it isn't like an actual cutscene, but there's now subtitles. And man, I think this is an awesome shot for the start of this game. Like, you see all this Forerunner stuff, that looks way different to all the other Forerunner stuff we've seen so far in the games. And I gotta talk about it, I really do like the music in this game. It will sound way different from other Halo stuff, but I think it's a good different, because, I mean, like, everything we've seen is different. Like, even the Warthog looks pretty different, but still the same. But yeah, I like it, and also, you would hear me use more Halo music in my, or Halo 4 music in my videos, if they didn't immediately get copyright claimed. So all these videos are going to get claimed, but I'm going to keep the music in there because I think it works, and I don't make money off of these videos anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I just don't like seeing the copyright claim on it anyway.
Well, as far as I know, I'm the only AI ever generated from living tissue, a clone of Dr. Halsey, to be precise. It may be possible to recompile my neural net by replicating those same conditions. But that means getting back to Halsey soon.
Yep, I already told Augur on that. But yeah, like, none of my videos really get claimed. Sometimes, like, ones from my Fantasy Star video got claimed for using the Halo music, but I think that was by some random company, but once again, I don't really care. And Reach actually got claimed a couple times, once in Nightfall for that Nightfall theme. And then I got claimed again for Nightfall in like the 7th mission, because I guess it used like a motif and it picked it up.
I'm hearing that strange signal again.
But once again, I don't really care. I just think it's interesting. But Halo 4 music, and I think every Halo game after this, except for possibly Infinite, immediately gets like copyright claimed. So if you're ever planning to use Halo music, stick to the Bungie games. Except for Nightfall, I guess. But everything else is fine. And I can't tell if the Nightfall one's legitimate or not, but I don't know enough about the copyright system to be like, I'm gonna fight it, because I don't care. Oh no, he's gonna board me. Oh no. Oh, please shoot him. Also, like the last mission, all the elites and everything look different. And I like, Halo Reaches, I think were fine. Oh, the ghost looks so cool. But in Halo 4s, I think it's alright, you know? Like, they're very different. Oh yeah, also I really love this ghost. It's probably because I used to watch those videos before I got Halo 4 on that Christmas of 2012. Oh my gosh. And I just remember seeing the ghost and all of its like lightning to like stay off the ground. I just thought it looked so cool. Also, there's another weapon over here. It is the fuel rod cannon. And this one actually looks very similar to how it will, or how it did in the previous games. But it's orange and green. So yeah. Oh no. Uh-oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Also, I like the hum of the ghost. It very much does sound like the previous Halo games, which is nice. And I do like the darker colors it uses. And this was also, before I forget to mention, I guess, this is also the last Halo game that was developed for the 360, because the Xbox One came out a year later. And it's crazy to me that Microsoft wasn't just like, wait to release the game in a year so we can have a Halo launch title for the first time since Halo CE. And I feel like they could have done a lot with this game on the one, just because it's more powerful. But hey, I think this game looks good as it is. And maybe they were like, we're going to have the Master Chief Collection a year after anyway, so it's not going to matter. Which is a whole nother story. But yeah, also, the zoom-ins are pretty interesting, because this one is like all green. It's like what you would see there in the bottom left of the gun. Yeah, also you can still blow these things up, even though they look a lot more stable. I'm pretty sure you can, actually. Oh no, oh no. This guy has another ghost. I forgot you were here. Okay, we got him though. Sure, it looks different, but it works the same. So can I not find... Oh, there we go. We got the... Oh, we're stuck. We got the ammo. Oh, what'd you have up here? You have the carbine. I really like the carbine in this game. At least from a multiplayer aspect of things. Because I played a lot of Halo 4 multiplayer. I mean, this was the only game I had for a long time. Until MCC would come out, so... And I was pretty good at it. I mean, I don't want to be like, I'm amazing at this game, you know?
I don't suppose you have a plan for that.
But I always liked playing SWAT, and now I'm terrible at it. To where I hate it in Halo Infinite. But you know. Also, in this game, you're not going to really see elites with like really cool colors, like red and blue. I think they made the mistake of making them like too dark, to where it's very difficult to tell what colors they are. Like, I think that last guy we fought was supposed to be like a yellow one, slash a higher ranking one, but it's hard to tell, because like, the only way I can tell is that their armor is a little bit different, but maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm just colorblind, but it's so hard for me to tell with these guys, which is like really one of my biggest complaints, because I don't really mind if they change the elites. I just like their physical designs, but I just miss the brighter colors of them. And I know some people are like, we only want darker colors. So, I think in the community right now, well, Halo Infinite came out and they went back to good elites. But I feel like people don't like these elites as much. And I wish they would return, because like in Halo Infinite, the grunts, they use both 343 era and Bungie era designs. And I'm like, that's so cool. And I wish they would do that for more, just to give it more like diversity. And maybe you can have more like AI situations with the different elites, like maybe these guys, since they're a little bit bigger, maybe they like charge at you more or something, I don't know. But that would be like twice the work and everything. But I don't know, because like these elites, they aren't like, they're not just like a redesign, you know? Like we're not, well, in the next game they kind of seem like a redesign, but they're kind of like a separate subspecies, I want to say, you know? Like, they just kind of, I don't know how to describe this, but they're like on the side of the planet of St. Helios, you would find these guys instead of the actual ones. And I think the grunts are the same, or the jackals are the same way. And the grunts, I just think they have I think they are different species as well, but they also just have different armor. So it's like, there's not like a lore reason, you know? It's not like, similar to how like in, I think it's Super Mario World? Mario World 2 or something, there's like the Galoombas, who are basically the Goombas, but they're... oh no. But they look like acorns. And at first it seemed like it was a redesign, but then they changed it. Also, the grunts still, they'll obviously still run at you with the good old grenades. And we get our energy sword, and I know some people hate this energy sword, but I really like it. I think it's cool. I really like the sharp edges. Boom.
Elite dropped his camo module. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah. And I don't think this was in Reach, but you can actually pick up the active camouflage. But like in Reach, you can actually, you have armor abilities. So along with Sprint, you now have certain armor abilities. And I really like how this looks. I just think it looks cool.
I heard something that time.
Yeah, we heard something. Oh, Sentinels in this game. They look a little different, but sorry, I just sneezed, but I cut it out, so you guys won't hear it. But yeah, the Sentinels, I think they look cool in this game. You, spoiler alert, you never actually fight them in this game. But they're at least here, which is pretty cool. And I think their sound design is pretty cool.
It's a localized site cartographer. Okay. In service of Forerunner Shield World, designate Requiem.
Requiem? At least we know where we are now.
Let's see if it can tell us what the Covenant are so interested in. Huh.
What happened?
I don't know. It locked up. I'm detecting power fluctuations in several locations. I'll put them up for you.
Yep, now I gotta go press these buttons. Ha ha ha.
Back online.
Yeah. This is actually really similar to Halo CE. You gotta do the cartographer. And a lot of people do see this game as very similar to Halo CE. At least in like broad story ways. I'll talk about a little bit later when we see more, but you know. Also, there's a lot of button pushing in this game.
What's it doing?
Hey, it takes away their shields like in Halo CE.
This energy is actually a ferroelectric data field.
Wow.
Your shields are just cycling in response to the chamber's charge.
Will this bring the
Right,
cartographer
Cortana.
back online?
Partially.
Oh my gosh, that didn't kill him?
Usually works in parallel. We'll have to locate its twin.
I was actually gonna say this is the first time we what's it called? Camouflage isn't like a pickup. I just realized the Arbiter in Halo 2 also had it like this. But it is pretty interesting. Oh no 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 no! How do you see me? How do you see me? Oh, that's bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the like Halo 2, it has a cooldown. And when you do it, you'll see random things on your mini map that's supposed to like make it harder for the enemy to find you if you're in multiplayer. But I don't think it really matters in campaign. Like the oh, that was a terrible throw. Like the sun thingamajig in Halo 3, the thing that blinds you. I don't know how much that portion of it hurts the enemies. But it's pretty cool. But yeah, unlike Halo 2, this actually has a weird sound effect of making it sound like you're in space. Which I think is interesting. And I remember playing the multiplayer of this game with my friends, and they were like, are we in... It's like, oh, this is cool, this part sounds like in space. I'm like, no, I just have the camo up. Because we were on split screen. And man, I miss playing these games on split screen. Oh well. We all live far away from each other anyway. Please die. Oh, that kind of perfectly worked out. Where is this thing? We gotta press this other button. The light bridge. Halo Infinite had some of this stuff too, where you just gotta press buttons though. Maybe it's just because it's the second mission, but I don't think it was as prevalent as this game.
Is that the same signal?
Yes. Mayday, mayday, mayday. UNSC AI Cortana to infinity. Please respond. No response. But from the strength of that signal, the infinity has to be close by.
Well,
The
hopefully they don't come into
You may be able
the
to use it to track the ship's
planet,
location.
or they'll be stuck. That would be a terrible thing that happens. Boop. Also, I'm not sure if Halo 4 was affected by this, but before the update of MCC, only Halo CE had in-game captions. Like, they would have captions for all the cutscenes, but in-game, only CE had the actual captions. So I'm really glad that they brought them back, because now I don't feel like I have to like stop talking whenever something's happening, that you'll miss it. Potentially. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I think that's something that should have been in the game from the start, I feel like. Not 8 years after this game came out. But you know, nice that's here. Oh no, that sniper jackal. There you are. See, you can tell I was good at SWAT, because I'm pretty good at aiming at these guys' heads. There we go. I'll be honest, I don't really care much for the,
cartographer. Clear them out.
well, I don't really care much for the, why can't I hit you? Oh my gosh. First, active camouflage.
To the cartographer.
I think this is the only part of the mission where you really use that. Only part of the game you really use that.
The cartographer keeps acting like the transmission is coming from everywhere on the planet at once. It doesn't want to triangulate Infinity's signal. Oh wait, I got it.
That can't be right. Scan again.
We've already passed through one layer of the planet's surface. It's not crazy to think that someone else made it deeper inside than we did.
You mean the planet's hollow?
Let me see if I can figure out a way to reach these coordinates that doesn't involve us digging a really big hole. There's a terminus on the far side of the complex. We can portal to the planet's core from there.
What?
I don't know.
If we have a shot at getting you back to Infinity, we're taking it.
Okay.
Alright, now we gotta make it to the planet's
Let's get to that terminus
core.
and find Infinity.
And here's some new armor abilities that are new to the series, the Hardlight Shield.
Not
This is-
much.
yeah, that's the only
She was
one.
supposed to be massive, but the project was
And
only a
it's a lot
prototype
like
when
the drop shield, except it's only on one side. You can move around with it, which I think is really cool. And the armor ability I used a lot in multiplayer. You move slower with it, like
Fortify the bridge below. Stay sharp.
the a turret, but I think it's worth it because you get a whole lot of cover, and I don't think it breaks. You know, like I don't think you can necessarily they can't throw a plasma pistol shot at it and have it break, but it is on a timer, so be a little careful with it. You know. Also, I didn't really talk about this in the last mission, but they changed the battle rifle a lot. Like, you can kind of tell it's a battle rifle. I mean, I guess you could mistake it with DMR from Halo Reach. But yeah, it has like a square, and you can even see it in the whatever. But it still works generally the same. I mean, I think in this game it's all hit scan instead of actual like throwing stuff. But you know, I have a soft spot for this one. Because this is also the only time it really appears like this, which is interesting. But I also really do like the sound of it. I think it sounds interesting. I really do like the previous sounds, like the Halo 3 one, but it's nice that they didn't forget about this weapon, because it wasn't in Halo Reach, and I feel like this could have been one that just gets lost at the wayside of them. Though I guess it was pretty big in like Halo 2, so. And I think 343 was really trying to, while changing some stuff, trying to make it like, hey, you remember the good old days? Because not a whole lot of people loved Halo Reach, especially at the time. I feel like a lot of these Halo games, they kind of change with the times based on what people like, you know? Like in 4 years, I think people generally like Halo Infinite. And hey, maybe I like the campaign a lot more. The people love that campaign, so who am I to say? Oh, that didn't kill you. Also, yeah, see, the gold armor isn't like as bright, which is a shame. What do you have? I'll take the storm rifle. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit, at least for the beginning parts, you know? Oh, also they changed the hum sound of the plasma pistol, which is kind of weird. And also, you'll notice by the, my radar, if people are on the, like, below you or above you, you can see, like, little arrows on them, so you kind of know where they are. And I remember in Halo 5's demo, or not the demo, the, like, the beta, I guess, that took place a year before the game came out, they didn't have those, and I was, like, really disappointed that didn't, because I was like, I don't know where these enemies are, and they had to be above me. So, yeah. I'll take this. And we get to fly the Banshee, which looks a little different, but still functions the same. Obviously, as a lot of stuff does. And this is actually a way that you can do to, like, skip past a lot of the mission, if you need to, or at least a part of it if you want to. Which is nice. Please die. So obviously a lot of these guys have really good weapons, and a Phantom that will destroy you. Oh my gosh. Make it through, make it through. We got a little park here. Let's run through. And we'll do this. Oh no, please. Please, close the door. Close the door. Oh, thank goodness. That kind of worked out perfectly, honestly. The gateway. Oh. This is a part of the mission I really remember, because I think for some reason, we started the game like midway through to do Legendary, and I remember doing this mission a lot. And I also remember doing this part a lot when I was just trying to get through it on Legendary myself, so. And I think there's some cool weapons over here. Like the Saw, which is a new weapon for the Halo series that would kind of stay with it, at least for one game. And it's basically a high-powered machine gun. So it's basically an assault rifle, but better, which is always really cool. And if you're wondering, there is no SMG. That was also non-Halo Reach, I just realized. I don't think I ever talked about that, since it seemed like it was trying to be a replacement for the assault rifle in Halo 2. And yeah, we just skipped a part of the level. Kind of. There's still the enemies. They can kind of walk up here. Also, this is a really good weapon that I never really realized was good. And then multiplayer, I'd get it on like a weapons drop, and I'd be like, oh, this tears through the enemies. And also it's quite a bit of ammo and a good, like, weapon mag. So pick it up when you can. I suggest if you do. Oh, that guy has a beam rifle. Oh no. Also, I really do like the hard light shield. I think it works very well for its intention. Please die. Okay. We're gonna go in. Oh, we missed, but it's okay, because you can't do anything about it. And now we're close enough to where we can do that. There we go. See, I love the sound design of this game for a lot of the weapons. Though I do wish some of them had their classic sounds. Oh, the Sentinels do fight, but we don't fight them. Oh my gosh. So, I actually forgot that the Sentinels fight at all, which is interesting. But the Sentinel Beam isn't in this game, so if you do want to kill him to grab it, don't do it. It won't do anything for you. No. You only have a... You're coming up closer to a Saw. How did it kill me in one hit? I was doing so well. I was like, we're not going to have any deaths in the first 2 episodes. But no. And now we're back here. This sucks. It's like, yeah, take back all the praise I said about this game. No, not really, but... Be careful about the elites. Melee, I forgot how much damage they do. I think they can basically one-hit you sometimes, if you're not careful. Sorry about that. Someone gave me a text, and then it, like, decided to ring. Even though it shouldn't have. Did that guy have a... I think he had a... fuel rod as a turret guy. Oh, that took like all 3 shots to take him down. Okay, we killed all the elites. I think it'll be a bit easier. But yeah, you can hear up here, there's hunters. And they look and work similarly. They didn't really change them too much, which is nice. And you can still grenade them. And yeah, he did have a fuel rod. What the heck? Yeah, they're attacking the sentinels, which is cool. Because you don't see too much of, like, sentinels being on your side. Well, it's like half and half, I guess, for the Halo games. Depending on what's happening in the story. But it's cool. Oh, my goodness. Oh! Oh, I wish this had more ammo. Oh, I think we got him. Yeah, there we go. Thankfully, I got the needler. I'm still disappointed that we died. Though I guess it takes off the edge of not wanting to die. Also, I like how this just looks. I like the metallic stuff. I have been reading the Forerunner trilogy though. Just kind of in preparation, but I'm still in the first book, Cryptum. But it's pretty good, because I remember reading at least the first one. But I remember like none of what happens. Which is interesting. But man, I think this music, I think it really can set the mood. You know? Like, it's so different, because you're on this alien world. We've never been on a Forerunner planet before. So, you know, it's like we're doing new stuff. It's not only Halo rings. If this game was made today by the Halo people, they probably would have called it Halo Requiem.
According to the cathedral, this terminus is just one node of a larger transit grid that spans the entire planet.
What?
When I tried to access the outlet closest to Infinity's transmissions, the system responded with this.
What is it?
That's the kicker. It's the Forerunner symbol for Reclaimer.
Humanity. That's got to be Infinity. Can you get us to those coordinates?
Let me try to open a portal.
Cortana.
I'm picking up unknown energy signatures.
Where?
This can't be right.
Set a waypoint out of the tower. Cortana?
How did... Quick! Into the portal!